Today I backed my Variegated Dwarf Jade. Here it is last November, looking pretty bushy and overgrown, so I'll give it a trim back. This tree now lives under my grow light full time, so it's pretty healthy now. When it was growing in natural light it was really slow, which makes sense, it's hardly got any green chlorophyll in the leaves. I definitely wouldn't be trimming it in winter like this if it was still only getting natural light. I'm literally just letting this tree grow, and then I trim it back when it gets too long. I've no real style idea or anything like that in mind for it. I'll just sort of see where we end up with it. It was really small for the longest time, but it's finally starting to fill out now. You'll probably notice that it sort of becomes a bigger blob of foliage throughout this video. So I definitely can't complain, it's growing very well now. I think from above you can really see how it's quite dense and filling out nicely. Here it is after. Nothing super interesting, but I think with time it can be a nice little tree. Here it is in December. Nothing really happening. That's okay, it's the middle of winter and it's a slow grower. Although by January it has grown enough for a trim, which just goes to show you that the grow lights do make a massive difference for trees like this. I didn't video the pruning, but here it is after. I just did the normal thing of taking it all the way back to the first set of leaves. You can see there is a sort of interesting shape to it. The next couple of months it didn't really do much, but that's fairly normal for it. It's still a really slow grower, even with the grow light making it quicker. But you can see it's slowly bulking up and adding a lot of foliage. By May, everything looks elongated. You can easily see the colour of the branches against the foliage, and it's going in all sorts of crazy directions. So I trimmed it back again. For a slow growing tree it does actually get quite a lot of pruning in a year. You can see after that most of the foliage is small and tight. It is actually quite well ramified. It's just sort of hard to see as it's so small and tight. In June you can see a few bits are shooting out. They were probably just bits that hadn't grown yet when I last pruned it last month. In July it definitely needs another prune, but I was maybe a bit too lazy, so that didn't happen. I'll do it no harm though. By August it was pretty much out of control, so I can't really ignore it anymore. So again, I just pruned it back to the first set of leaves. And this is what I was left with. It might actually need styling soon. There might be enough branching to do something with it. I'll have to stop and take a look and study it and decide what to do. And here it is now, looking happy enough. So a good year for this little tree. I think it's got a bright future ahead of it. Thanks for watching, see you next time.